So Tech Arts, or Technical Arts and Special Effects, is a course that kind of focuses on things like sculpting, fabrication, and scale replicas for the film and TV industry and theatre industries. This is my final piece, which is an Oompa Loompa. I'm doing an interpretation of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And the way I work is I start from quite a visual maquette. I like to kind of get everything as close as possible to begin with, because I can see how it's going to look, how it will all fit together. I started with just the Oompa Loompa on his own, and then gradually added in other aspects to like a set which I thought would work. And then from that I found a friend who was happy to help out to be like the model for this piece. Used this as reference, and then I'd sculpt this head, which was the character that I had envisioned. It was sculpted in clay and then moulded in silicone, and now this is cast out in wax. So it's very strong and tough, and I'll then paint this with a skin effect afterwards. I wouldn't say as much as an installation, but there's definitely some kind of set dressing elements. So I'd have it as a piece in kind of the corner of the room, maybe. It's also, he's holding a tray of chocolate, so there's that element that I've added to it as well, where people can actually reach out and take a chocolate from his tray. I thought that would be quite interesting, just because in the whole museum experience, you're always told not to touch anything. And I thought with the whole world of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, everything is so tactile and edible, I thought it would be rude not to include an edible aspect of my piece. So I've taken Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and put like a dark spin on it. I've imagined the Oompa Loompa, rather than like a happy character, he's almost like a migrant worker who's working under duress. And rather than having him in a really nice kind of colourful setting, I've put him in like a mining setting. So I've looked at his costume and how I could bring that out in the way he looks. So yeah, just a different interpretation, and going from when I was a child, it was my favourite book, and watching it, it'd always be really beautiful and it appealed to all audiences, but particularly children. And now, as I'm older, I thought I'd kind of reinvent it to suit like an older audience. I'd say experiment. Don't really feel restricted to one material or one aspect of your work, because there's so many different ways to do things. You'll always find something new that you like and a new material. Yeah, just explore.